Good evening, all. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Let us wait for 2-3 minutes. Good evening, all. Am I audible? Okay. Let us wait for 2-3 minutes. നമുക്ക് പ്രോഗ്രാം സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തല്ലോ. ഇനി അവിടെ നിന്ന് ആരെങ്കിലും ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാനുണ്ടോ? അമൽ കോളേജിൽ നിന്ന് അവിടുത്തെ സാറ് ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ സമീർ ബാബു സാർ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇനി നമുക്ക് ആരെങ്കിലും വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യാനുണ്ടോ? Good evening, all. Can we start this session? Najia Miss, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good evening to all. Am I audible?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Okay, good evening to all. I'm Najia Nasreen, Head of the Department of Functional English, Mawlana Abul Kalam Azad, College of Social Sciences. And it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the national level pre-conference workshop conducted as part of HIMICON, the International Multidisciplinary Conference scheduled on 21st and 22nd January 2026 on the theme Automation and Humanity in Transition, Policies, Practices, Prospect and Future Directions Towards a Better World Order, coordinated by HM College of Science and Technology and Mawlana Abul Kalam Azad College of Social Sciences in collaboration with West Visayas State University, Philippines and Jamia Nadawiya Edavana. This pre-conference jointly organized in collaboration with Department of Arabic, Amal College of Advanced Studies, Autonomous. I extended a warm and respectful welcome to our distinguished inaugurator, Dr. Mohamed Basheer sir, Principal of Amal College of Advanced Studies, and our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Samir Babu sir, Associate Professor, Jamia Millia, Islamia. We are also honored by the presence of Dr. Ali Jafar, HOD and Associate Professor, Department of Arabic. Also welcome all the participants, scholars and guests. Now, I respectfully invite Dr. Mohamed Bashir sir for the inaugural session. Sir, please.
Basheer sir, please. Principal, Amal College of Advanced Studies.
ഞാൻ സാറ് വിളിച്ചിരുന്നു. സാർ ഇപ്പം അതിൽ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്ത് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾ വിളിച്ചു നോക്കട്ടോ.
Okay, sir. നമുക്ക് സെഷൻ പെട്ടെന്ന് തുടങ്ങാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടേ സാർ ഒന്ന് പെട്ടെന്ന്. പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. സർ പ്ലീസ്. Bashir sir, please, for the inaugural session.
സാർ കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല എന്താ?
Bashir sir, please, for the inaugural session.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir, please.
Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, audible.
Okay. Yes, is it started? Hello. Hello.
Sir, please.
Okay. Good evening, all of you. So, respected resource person, of the program and honorable faculty members and staff of HM College of Science and Technology, dear delegates, research scholars, and students. It is indeed a great pleasure and privilege for me to be part of this August gathering on the occasion of the national level pre-conference workshop on writing research papers and articles. I would like to place on record my sincere appreciation and congratulations to the management and the entire staff of HM College of Science and Technology and dedicated efforts in organizing such a wonderful international conference and prestigious pre-conference workshop. Hosting an international academic event reflects not only the institutional excellence, but also a strong commitment to promoting research culture and global scholarly engagement. The theme chosen for this conference and workshop is both timely and highly relevant in the contemporary academic landscape. Research for the research scholars, the research does not achieve its true purpose unless it is communicated effectively through well-written research papers and scholarly articles. This academic writing is the bridge that connects ideas with impact, research, recognition, and scholars with global academic community. Many researchers, particularly young scholars, possesses innovative ideas and valuable findings, but often face challenges in presenting them in a structured, ethical, and publishable form. So this workshop provides an excellent platform to address such challenges by offering insights into research writing, publication ethics, and etc. So I'm confident that the distinguished resource person associates experience and practical wisdom, enabling participants to develop confidence and competence in scholarly writing. As a pre-conference initiative, this workshop will also help participants to engage more meaningfully with the deliberations of the main international conference. So once again, I congratulate the management, principal, director Asim sir, and the other faculty members and the organizing committee of HM College of Science and Technology for taking this commendable initiative. I urge all the participants to make the best use of this opportunity by actively engaging in the sessions and translating the learning into quality publications that contribute to the knowledge and society. So with these words, I formally declare the national level pre-conference workshop on writing research papers and articles inaugurated. And I wish the workshop and the international conference a very success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we warmly welcome Dr. Babu sir, Associate Professor, Delhi Jamia Islamia, and our Chief Advisor and Mentor of HIMICON International Conference. Sir, please.
Thank you, Suhaib sir, and the team of conference at HM College of Arts and Sciences. I'm so happy to see that the college, HM College, is organizing an international conference in association with the prestigious University of Philippines and Jamia group of institutions. In this specific occasion, the duty assigned to me is to speak about writing of an article or different concerns of academic writing. So I just congratulate all the team of organizers, including the principals, staff, and management of HM College of Arts and Sciences and the sister college for organizing such a significant conference and related workshop. Similarly, the congratulations goes to Jamia Nadavia and the university from Philippines as well. So when we talk about the research and academic writing, as the inaugurator rightly pointed out, the significance of such kind of initiatives in global research scenario. When we talk about the writing and publication, of course, conference and related things will also getting that significance. So my duty assigned to me is speak about the research and writing academically to conferences. How do we do that? So we know that in every institution, when we talk about an institution, we have lots of people across the country, they have joined for this conference. I congratulate all of you. So let us together develop and discuss some aspects about how we can make a significant contribution to a conference institution. For example, in an institution, when we talk about what are the significant things that we talk about in terms of an institutions. For example, selection of an institution, selection for study, selection for appointment. So there are certain things in mind, people keep in mind, for even though it's for selection of as a professor, assistant professor, or as a student. So there are certain criteria. Of course, these days, especially in the AI driven world, people specifically go for the best in selection. What is the best in selection? When we talk about social sciences in India, when talk about social sciences in India, we generally prefers Jawaharlal Nehru University is the best in social sciences. Some of the other Jamia Millia Islamia, my university is also not bad in social sciences. Similarly, Hyderabad Central University is also it is also considered as one of the best in certain departments of social sciences. Tata Institute of Social Sciences is also considered. Ashoka is considered as a private university. So we know that people go for the best in everywhere because it matters in the selection, it matters in the appointment, because we know that the competition is like anything. So whenever you are preferring or you are doing a specific program, completing a specific program and graduating in from a university, it matters is regarding the quality of the institution as such. So the quality determinants, when we talk about the determinants, is ranking, of course, and also we have accreditation, right? Accreditation and ranking matters, and it is the sole determinant factor of a best institution. So when we see, suppose if you have completed a program from a university, definitely they will ask you what is the rank of your institution. In India we have an ARF. Similarly, if something else, we talk about QS, it is a QS world ranking. The other ranking also we have ranking also. So times higher education ranking we have, times higher education ranking we have. Similarly, when we talk about the accreditation, we have National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So these are the concerns, determinant factors while people select for appointment and studies. So again, how can we link it with research and institution? So research matters an institution to grow or get a better place in national institutional ranking framework, QS ranking, times higher education ranking, and even to get a better position in national assessment accreditation councils accreditation. Similarly, we have other accreditation in the engineering. We have AICT related specific, NB accreditation. We have dental council accreditation. We have NCTE accreditation or NCT approval. We have. So all these are some of the possibilities or some of the possibilities in India. When I come to all these accreditations and ranking, research matters a lot. Research, what level of research you're doing, what is the level of your research, what kind of research you're doing, it matters. So when we highlight a research has certain elements, or research and such kind of academic activities, research or related academic activity, when academic activities. When we talk about, it comes not only the publication is a concern, publication in reputed journals is a concern when we talk about research and related activities leading to the better ranking and better position and accreditation. Similarly, we have the conference presentations in conferences is also one of the significant thing that gives you a potential benefit and place in a in institution. Similarly, publications and conference, along with we have organization of events. Individually you are getting a publication, individually you are getting conference presentations and participation, but organizing conferences is also a matter. Sometimes it's conferences, sometimes we have training programs we have, right? Similarly, we have workshops, we have seminars, symposia, we have faculty development programs, we have. These are all the some other initiatives, like we call the refresher courses and orientation courses, refresher and orientation courses, lots of things, orientation programs, training programs. There are many names for all these. So these are all. Organizing is also a matter for an institutions to grow in terms of the ranking and accreditation. Of course, an institution, when I talk about a conference, so what are the things actually a conference gives you as an institution? Primarily, when you organize a conference, definitely you will have some partnerships. Now see, so before this conference, HM College was not even thinking of collaboration with various universities. I don't know whether they have different MOUs, memorandum of understanding or letter of intent with certain institutions. But now, to organize a conference, now they are having a partnership various colleges. So one of the partnership is, even though it is from the same group of institution, they have a partnership with Abdul Kalam College. I don't know exactly. For example, what is another college they have? Arts and Science, they have a college. So the college is getting attached or affiliate, getting a partnership with the institution. Similarly, a Philippines University is getting affiliated to the Jamia Nadavia Edavanna is also affiliating. So these are actually partnership matters. When you are getting into a partnership, definitely more sharing will happen, more collaboration will happen. So this is one of the best thing that again they are getting a Kerala State Higher Education Council. So they are also recognizing the institution as they are contributing. Okay, so next time when you apply for a Kerala State Assessment Accreditation Council, definitely this collaboration along with the Kerala State Higher Education Council will definitely matter in the ranking of yours or in the accreditation of your institution. Definitely. Similarly, other than this partnership, we have the other thing. While you organize, lots of your name and fame will be improve. You are getting name and fame, that is your goodwill will be reaching to various people. Till Philippines you are communicating. Recently, some of the professors from South Africa, they contacted me that I've seen that your brochure of one of the institutions in Kerala. They were talking about the same conference that we are talking about. So they are also interested in presenting a paper and publishing the paper in the conference proceedings. So they are also sending papers from South Africa. So when people are contributing, some people are coming from faraway places, like some people will be joining online, someone from Vietnam will be joining, sometime from Bangladesh will be joining, Indonesian professor will also be addressing. He's the head of the department of artificial intelligence and machine learning department. Similarly, some other professors from Nepal joining, Bangladesh joining, Malaysia they will be planning to join hopefully. And we are also joining from Jamia Millia Islamia for the conference. So many people are getting, so name and fame of the institution will be reaching to different corners of the world. That is also one of the positives. Again, as an institutions, when we specifically talk about the institutional, other than the institutional community, so you have a community, that is you have teachers and students. What they are getting is, when you are organizing, as an organizer, you have benefit. I am an organizing secretary. I am a part of organizing team. I am getting a benefit like that. I am getting a set. Students, they can also be a volunteer. It will be leading to their leadership quality will be enhancing definitely. Their leadership quality will be enhancing. That is also one of the things. They can also present papers. They can also chair papers. Some of the teachers, they may be getting best paper award. This is also an opportunity for the students or teachers or whoever is presenting papers. Best paper award, there is a chance. They will be getting publication. Some people will be in the review board, review panel. There will be in the review panel. Some people will be in the editorial panel of the book, editorial team. These are all the possibilities people will be getting when an institution organizes a conference. So this is not very small thing. Even though you are putting all the efforts to organize such kind of thing, so these are all the positives for an organization and members of the organization. And also people come forward, come up with their papers from rest of the part of the world. They are also getting opportunities like this. If you are a professor, you may be getting a chance of chairing. You will be getting presentation. You can participate without a paper. Also, you can offline and online. You can come forward to the specific city of Kerala. You can also come and enjoy. Otherwise, you can just present paper online. In every session, we plan a best paper award, so you can also compete for the best paper award. These are all the possibilities for the people. These are all the preliminary thing I just wanted to mention. Now, when we are addressing a conference, definitely we know that conferences are basically talking about publications, or basically talking about, my concern is not publication, papers. We need conference. In a conference, when you are successfully attending as a researcher, as a faculty member, as a student, with papers, participation is meaningful in conferences. Or will you write a paper to conference? That is a matter for today. So when we talk about a paper to conference, I'm just basic level, the bottom most level I'm just talking about. That is, beginning with a conference, you have to read the brochure of the conference, whether I can contribute something to that. So recently I've seen that some of the universities in Europe, they are funding for the conference. But I've seen that somehow can I give any specific paper to the conference, because I'm also getting a travel grant. So can I go for a specific? So, but finally I could realize that it is not my area. At any cost, I could not give a paper because it is totally unrelated to my research and expertise. So I could not give a paper to that specific conference, because when conference brochure is that you are searching for the related or not, can I go for the conference, can I write a paper? So you are just getting some merits of the paper, merits you are just saying, and also you will be looking into the demerits. Then you can decide whether you are going for or not, right? So brochure, you are checking whether the theme, there will be themes and sub themes, right? Themes and sub themes we have. So the inner conference brochure, whether the themes and sub themes are matching to my interest, or whatever the sub themes are, can I link it with my research interest to such kind of themes and sub? This is the first question comes to the mind of a person. Now the other thing is that before going to the writing a paper, what is the requirements? What is the requirements of the organizer? What is the requirement from the part of the organizing team? What they are demanding? Okay, you need to give an abstract of 300 words, 250 to 350 words, for example, or 250 to 300 words. Abstract is needed. This is initially we need to have. So what initially we will be doing is, we are deciding a title, or we call it as a problem of your research. Problem of research or title you are deciding. This is initial part that we can do. A title you are deciding, and then if it is okay, you are writing an abstract of 250 to 300 words. This is the thing. In abstract, actually, when you go for papers, what are the kind of papers for conferences is also a matter to discuss. In India, we can see that people write any piece of article as a paper in conferences. Actually, this is not right, not at all right. We have only two kinds of things as paper. One is a research paper, and the other is a review paper. These are the only two categories of papers: review paper and research paper. Review paper can be a scoping review, can be a systematic review, can be a thematic review. Whatever is the review type you are talking about, this can be a review paper. In research paper, any method of research, whether it is an ongoing research and part of the research you are submitting as a paper, that is also possible. So paper, when we talk about paper in conference, actually there are two things only. One is research paper and review paper. In Kerala or in India, we have another paper, but it is not recommended. I don't prefer to say even about it. It is not the way of writing paper. Anything you are just putting a title and taking something from here and there and presenting a paper. We call it is in the name as conceptual paper. This is actually not a paper. Many of the conferences are taking into account this kind of papers, but I never support this kind of papers. Never ever go for research scholars and students, those who are listening to my lecture. Please never ever go for conceptual paper that we are talking about. It is not the way. It is actually, when you practice, I was also giving lots of papers when I was not known to the demerits of this is paper is okay. You can write a piece, you can write an assignment kind of things and present paper. Many people support that also. Again, similarly, now students have a trend. When I was I was sharing some of the sessions of previous conferences in various parts, online and offline. I've seen that students have a kind of mindset. I'm just talking about those who are listening to my lecture. Again, students, mindset of the students, they have some mindset which is not right. One is, teachers know nothing about technology. This is about technology. This is the wrong notion most of the students have. This is absolutely 100% wrong, because when you are there means that they don't know technology. AI is not a field of my teacher. This is actually, students have this kind of notion. No, teachers are also getting used to, or they are also using all these kind of AI devices, AI tools in their teaching, learning, research, and also never ever underestimate the power or capacity or research sense of the teacher. Teachers also know that. Sometimes they may not be telling you that this is AI. So never, AI, generative AI as such generating from somewhere is not at all good. Never ever go for a such kind of generative AI. Generative AI, never use it. Go for identify your papers and write papers based on that. This is the thing I wanted to tell you. So whenever you are doing a kind of proper research, definitely you should have proper papers to get selected and downloaded and use it. Now see, for example, when you talk about a paper, I told you there are two kinds of paper: research and review paper. So for any paper, initially the conference people will ask you, give an abstract of your paper. So whatever the problem you have, you are keeping in mind, you can just take a problem and write an abstract. For example, my concern is that now lots of pressure for students. We are getting 4 undergraduate program, we are getting lots of technology interventions, we are getting lots of pressure from different parts of the uh, like teachers are giving lots of pressure, administration is giving, university is also giving lots of pressure, parents are also giving pressure. So students have lots of, so what is the mental health of students, level of mental health of undergraduate students of Kerala? Suppose you plan this as a study, what is the level of, or a study on the mental health of you undergraduate students of Kerala? So you are just planning to have. So here, when you are going to, this is actually a study on mental health of undergraduate students of Kerala is a survey study, that is a research study. So its nature of study is, it is a research study, it's a research study, and it is survey, right? The survey is a research study. Now, when you are talking about a survey, when you are talking about research, so you should write the processes also in it. So here I have only one variable. So when you are drafting your abstracts, you have to, what is the requirement? I'm writing one by one. One requirement is that a few sentences about the major variable. What is the major variable here? It is mental health. Regarding mental health, you have to write. It should be, whatever you are writing, it should be research based, review based, or from the research based writing, not a simply from vacuum. You cannot write, somebody must have mentioned about it. So you have to write a few sentences about the mental health and its significance. Okay, that is, for example, I can give you mental health is your variable, mental health and its significance that you're writing. Yes, this is the thing, this is one thing. Again, so when you talk about thing mental health, now you can talk about what are my objectives, what are my objectives of the study. Or sometimes you have few research questions, so you can write either your objectives or research question. Write about your methodology in specific, in very limited number of words, limited sentences, 2 3 sentences maybe. I'm writing sentences. So objectives of a conference, definitely maximum 3 objectives, or I can say 3 to 5 objectives, whatever it is. Sometimes you have one also, so I can tell 2 to 5. Okay, I just mention 2 to 5. Yeah, it is just roughly I mentioned. There is no hard and fast rule for that. Methodology. What is your sample? What is your population? How will you select the sample? Whether it is probability sampling or non-probability sampling. About your sampling method, sampling technique, how you draw sample. Things you have to write. Again, what are the materials you are going to use? About your population, your group. Yes. About your geographical area you have to write, whether it is Kerala, Tamil Nadu, wherever it is, you have to write, right? Yeah. So about population, geographical area, about sampling, about your sample, about your measures, we call it as tools as well. How will you analyze it? These are all the things that we have to add in the methodology. Now, again, at the end, you have to add if you have results. Results, if any. If you have already carried out the study, result. Otherwise, you can give conclusion. Conclusion in 1 or 2 sentences. This is what this will be your abstract. So abstract, whenever you are writing an abstract, you have a title. For example, I can write this sentence, just because most of you must be knowing how to contribute a paper. Suppose this is my study, just writing my study example. Yeah, this is my study. So I'm writing, oh sorry, yeah, mental health is discussed. I'm just writing off and on. I'm just writing without proper references. See, mental health, yeah, I'm right, is discussed by various researchers. Researchers as it has links with academic performance, as it stimulates the learner's readiness and collaboration mindset. I'm just writing a sentence. mental health is discussed by various researchers as it has links with academic performance, as it stimulates learners readiness and collaboration mindset. This again I'm writing a few more sentences. Mental health is defined as the state of mind of the individual in relation to his socio-cultural environment, which will definitely have connotations. I'm just writing, okay, connotations in his successful actions and psychological capital. I'm just writing whatever I feel. Okay, whatever coming to my mind, I'm writing. So I'm just linking it with the psychological capital. I'm linking it with psychological. I'm sorry. Yeah, this was my concern. So I wrote two sentences about. I wrote two sentences about mental health. Now I'm writing about the study. This study is an attempt to examine the level of mental health among objectives. I'm writing objectives now, right? See the sequence. Whatever I'm writing, I mention here about mental health. I'm writing objectives. I'm writing methodology. I'm writing result, if any. I'm writing and conclusion. Right? This study is an attempt to examine the level of mental health among undergraduate students of Kerala. Yeah, Kerala. The study is delimited to, I'm writing the delimited to Mancheri municipality of Malappuram district of Kerala. Just writing. The study is designed in survey with comparative objectives. I'm just writing whatever I feel. Whether it is right or wrong is another matter. Okay, it's right as such, not wrong. Okay, so study is designed in survey with comparative objectives. Okay, this I've written. Now I'm talking about all the UG students of Manjeri constituted the population of the study, right? I'm just writing the population of the study. The researcher, I'm just writing how would I sample. Researchers selected 258 sample participants from 3 colleges of Manjeri. 3 colleges of Manjeri through cluster sampling. Mental health test designed by John Lee. For example, mental health I have 2025 was used to collect the data. I'm talking about the tool now. I talked about the tool now. The result I don't know, so the results will be analyzed. I will be analyzing using SPSS software. I just mentioned. Yeah. The results will have implications while implementing the National Education Policy 2020 and 2020. I just mentioned a sentence about it. Now I have completed my abstract. Whether it is sentence wise, may not be it is complete. Word wise, it may not be complete because I've just it's actually 149 words only. 149 words. So I can expand much more about mental health, some reviews, some more about my sampling, some more about my tools I can add. A result also, if you have, you can add. But now it is for the time being, I have just made it and it is a small kind of 149 words only. This is actually the way of writing abstract. Whenever you are talking about a research study, you have to write a few sentences about how the research variables are interlinked. Similarly, you have to write the research questions, objectives, either research question or objectives, whatever to as per your convenience, as per your requirements. Coming to the methodology, you have to give a brief of your methodology, including sample, population, all we talk about in terms of a quantitative study. If you have results, you can write the results as well and conclusion in one or two sentences. It will give you the abstract of your study. Again, at the end, you can give the keywords of the study. It is a single word, keywords. Suppose my keyword is mental health. If I have a comparison between sex category, I'm just sex category comparison. I'm just writing category comparison, just sex category. Kerala, if required. Actually, the major words we are talking about as keywords. Now my abstract is ready. This way you can design your abstract before writing a research paper. Now when I talk about a research paper, I already told you there are two papers only, either a research paper or a review paper. These are the two papers that we have. Whenever you are writing a paper, the requirement is that you have to follow a writing manual, follow a manual of writing. Unfortunately, just I can mention again, unfortunately, we are not teaching the UG students how to write a manuscript using a manual. This is the greatest problem why we don't have good papers in journals. Most of the teachers are not publishing in good journals because they don't know how to write it. So teaching academic writing based on an academic writing manual from the class 11, 12 onwards is mandatory. And at least in the undergraduate programs, we should have a specific manual for writing research. So writing research manual, when we talk about, there are many manuals. In the conference we have, that is American, we are following American Psychological Association manual. American Psychological Association manual that we are following for this conference. So what we have to do is we have to see how we structure a paper as per academic, as per American Psychological Association manual. You can refer to many websites for that. If I go to the website, this website, yeah, I'm just taking the link. It talks about the how do we write according to American Psychological Association manual. There is a PDF. It talks about different types of writing. You have different types of writing in the this. You can find how to cite a paper. It's a small University of Idaho. We have direct quotation. There are two types of things you can take. Actually, whenever you are writing papers, we can take from others. Of course, we are writing from other sources. So whenever we are developing paper, all the content you will be taking from different other papers. You cannot write randomly without what we call it as without any reference. You cannot write anything. many people, we can see that they started writing from one page to the other page. Lots of things they will write without taking. They make an impression that these are all their only concern. Actually, they are taking from someone else, and they are not quoting or not giving citation or acknowledgement for them. This is actually ethically incorrect. It should not be plausible. It is actually a sin. We know that three cardinal sins. You must be knowing that. What are the three cardinal sins in research or in publication or academics? Three cardinal sins are plagiarism. One is plagiarism. Plagiarism is writing some others' ideas or words as your own. That is plagiarism. Another is fabrication. Fabricated data, fabrication, falsification. This we call it as cardinal sins in research or academic publication. You should not you should not commit any mistake whatever you are giving. Actually, some people say, no, I have read all the paper, now I am writing in my own. No, you can write. You are reading something and writing on your own, but you should refer that person in your study. Otherwise, it is a sin. It is a cardinal sin, plagiarism. For example, I'm taking our learning is a social activity or social process. As students engage in peer activities and assessment by the teacher. This, suppose this you have taken from Abraham 2020. Abraham has mentioned in page number 21 this, that is, learning is a social process as students engage in peer activities and assessment by the teacher. If you are writing it as such in your paper, we have to write in inverted comma. This is a reading. So for example, this is your reading, right? This is your reading. So if you're taking this as such, what you have to do is you can select it. Only the 10% you can take as such. This is the way of writing. Within bracket, Abraham 2020, comma, page 21. This is the way of writing this piece of this sentence. If you are posting it as such, this we call it as direct quotation, parenthetical citation. This is a parenthetical citation. That is, we are writing the citation in brackets. That is parenthetical citation. Name, author, year, name of the author, year, and page number we are putting into bracket. This is called as parenthetical citation, and it is direct quotation. Suppose after reading this, I am just developing a sentence. Like, for example, see, students engage in research and students engage in research and understand the processes of research by mingling with their co-researchers, research supervisor, and the robust research ecosystem as a whole. Suppose I am writing this. Student engage in research and understand the process by mingling with their co thing. So here is it, if you read it, see, this is your original reading, right? This is the writing now. After I read learning is a social process, I am talking about how research people learn research. So I am writing this as student engage in research and understand the process of research by mingling with. So, bit bit not exactly the research language. We can just make okay by associating with or by interacting with. So instead of mingling, I can just interacting. Okay, more research language. Interacting with their co-researchers, research supervisor, and the entire robust research ecosystem. Is it related? See this sentence: learning is a social process and students engage in prior activities and assessment by teacher. Not look like similar. Not look like similar. But after this reading only, I got an idea of this. I write that students engaging research and interacting with their class fellows, research supervisors. So based on this, I understand. This is also writing. This sentence also says that learning is a social process. Research is a social process. Research is learning. All these are implications of the sentence. So I cannot write without quoting Abraham. So I am writing Abraham, 2020. I don't want to write the page number because I cannot find as such in the page 21. I changed into my location, my what we call it as my area, my research. What I would like to mention, I just mentioned in a different way. This we call it as paraphrased version. This is the beauty of paraphrasing. So this way you have to write. Never say that this is my invention. I have written this. You are not supposed to mention that Abraham. No. Because after reading Abraham, you got it. This way you have to write it very specifically. It's a concern. So again, related to your study, you can find out, or related to your area, research area, whether it is matching with the conference that you decide. Select a topic and start writing an abstract initially, and write the full paper accordingly. Now, when you are looking into Sage, there is a handbook, guidelines for authors and editors. This is a wonderful document. I'm just sharing you in the chat box. You can download it. You can use it. This way, we can plan very significantly the writing regarding American Association, Psychological Association writing style. Also, I'm just giving you the thing. So you can all download this. If you don't have, some of you must be having that. So this is the way of writing different abstract. So you can just find out the possible, what we call it as possible abstract or possible titles. So theme, identify the theme. I'm sorry. So theme identification you can do. Make a title, or we call it as drafting a title. Drafting a title, whether it is a polish sheet, the title you can polish it to ensure that what you have to ensure, it is related now. It is related to the conference as well as your interest. These are all, both are equally we have to consider your interest. Next is write an abstract, select keywords and submit. This is the way of writing. I have already mentioned what are the things we have in with a small scale study. Never ever, some people were doing now, some students were doing, I will present a paper, they will just ask ChatGPT, I might title this, can you give it? ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Perplexity, these people, whatever you ask, they will give you. These are generative. All generative things are not okay. Some generative things, some frameworks you need, you can ask ChatGPT. Some frameworks or some of the ideas you are confused about, this is a good study or not, you give Perplexity to correct it. You give Gemini to correct the grammar. You give Gemini a command to write a letter with some of the hints from your side. These are okay, but writing completely is not okay. Download the articles related, search in the lead databases, and design your study. This is a basic. Actually, if I tell more, definitely it will be boring. I know that it's a late night. We have already crossed 1 hour. So if you have now specific any questions, I'm happy to address your questions. This file, whatever I have mentioned now in this, they will be giving me. So now I stop here. Now let us have a discussion. Even for another half an hour or 1 hour, I'll be available if you are interested to ask you something specific. Let us have a question. With this, I just conclude my presentation. So I've just mentioned how to write an abstract, what we have to follow, the writing style and all. This was all about my presentation. Now it is all open for the discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now the session is open for question and answer. Queries, please.
Excuse me, sir. Good evening.
Yeah,
Sir,
good evening.
thank you so much for the session. Sir, you said that there are only two types of paper. So, like sometimes we are writing thematic and conceptual papers. So, is it incorrect that we are writing those
Yeah,
papers?
yes. Actually, now for the conferences, writing the so such kind of papers are not good. Better if you have a chapter for an edited book, you can write a paper. If you are writing something for a journal, like these days in the lots of technology, we are using lots of addicted to the screen. So you are writing mental health of teachers. You can write a newspaper article, or you can give it to magazines. Like we have magazines, India Today, or some magazines, family magazines we have. So if you are giving such kind of articles to such kind of magazine, it's okay. You can also add some pictures, some images, something. Otherwise, for conferences, better, and always it's suggested to go for research or review paper. Review is also a research. So you can go for review or research paper only. That is my
Okay, so
suggestion.
so
And
you're
that is, yeah. In Indian conferences, they will accept such kind of papers. But actually, if you practice it now, it will be actually now the research culture will not be flourishing. If you get into better research, better practice, either research, small scale research is also okay, or go for a systematic review or scoping review or thematic review, then it will be helpful for you to flourish as a researcher. So you can also in studies, you can also in conferences, you can also present, no, nothing as such wrong in that, but paper writing, actually we have two things only, review and research only.
okay,
We are
sir.
all we promote it, people will present in the conferences, but actually it is not okay to present the thematic papers in conference. As a keynote speaker, you can present thematic things because you are talking about the background of the conference, you are talking about something about that specific theme, that you can do with some of the reviews. But if you're presenting papers, better to have either research or
Thank you, sir. So one more thing, how can we improve, like you sir saying about the academic writing? Obviously, the way you were explaining it was very, like we can improve. So how would be able to improve over time? So what do you think? How to practice?
yeah, here actually now reading matters. So you read some of the internationally reputed journal articles. Don't go to the Indian journals. Most of the Indian journals are not following proper writing styles. I don't mean that all the Indian journals are good for nothing. They are good, but they have a good coverage. They are writing good papers, but they are not focused on, most of them are not focused on proper academic standards. So what happens is people will not get a culture, academic culture. So better go to the scopus, download the articles and read how they have structured, how they have mentioned the articles. If you need, you can also refer to their original sources. Suppose I have mentioned that, go whether Abraham 2020 what he has written, what they have conceived and written in a paraphrased way in the new paper. Such kind of comparison will also help you to read, and accordingly you can improve it. Read papers, at least one or two papers in a week. You as a researcher, you have to read. Definitely it will be improving. Read for the purpose. Actually you don't want, you are not reading for understanding. You are reading how the structure is given, how the paraphrasing is done, how it is given in the bracket, the whether it is direct quotation or it is citation, whether it is indirect paraphrased version or direct quotation, whether it is narrative or parenthetical, such kind of things, how they have mentioned the punctuations when they have multiple authors, whether it is alphabetically arranged, such kind of things you can purposefully understand. This kind of exercise we have to do, not for understanding the concept but for understanding the way of writing. You can also imitate something. Some people are doing some good, okay, this is an imitable things, so you can also imitate such kind of things. That is the way of improving writing and reading.
Thank you so much, sir.
Any other questions? My request is all of you can register to the conference, because it will be a good opportunity. For every session we will have the best paper awards as well, and also there will be people, they are joining and giving you inputs, and also you can just make it as a platform for learning. Now learn, try, do something. Definitely you will also be improving. Yes, somebody has raised hands. If any questions you can ask.
Any queries, please?
Sir, sir, I'm asking again and again, but I have one last question, sir. So,
Yeah, no,
you were saying about scoping review. May I know, sir, what is a scoping review?
yeah, in detail, you can just simply Google it, you will get it. I'll just give you the organizers material. Okay, definitely you will get it. Okay, it is actually the
Okay, sir. Thank you.
systematic review. You can just see the systematic review, some style of reviewing it is actually. Okay, I will give a file for you, so definitely you will get it. Nice. Okay. I have given you here. Okay, I have given the link here. It is in a research gate. You can get it. I can share with the organizers also.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions?
Can we move ahead? Can we move ahead?
Yeah.
Now I warmly welcome Dr. Ali Jaffer, Sir, Head of the Department of Arabic, Amal College of Advanced Studies, for these special remarks. Sir, please.
Thank you. Uh, honorable teachers from HM College and Mawlana Azad College, Honorable Shamir sir, our today's resource person, Soher sir, and Basheer sir, and other teachers. It's a great moment for joining in your great conference on behalf of our Amal College of Advanced Studies Autonomous Nilambur. It's a great pleasure to join in this academic venture. Let me wish all success to this program, and I extend behalf of Amal College of Advanced Studies Nilambur Autonomous all support and wishes for this program. And we got many eye-open thoughts from our semesters lecturing. It's very nice and very clear. We got many directions in the field of research and publication. So it's got me personal benefit also. From the last month, there was a seminar at Jamia. From there also, we got more information. So once again, I extend my sincere gratitude and thanks for giving space for Amal College in this venture. Inshallah, in future also, we can go College. In this late occasion, let me conclude my words. All the best, all participants. I extend sincere thanks to all participants for this very late time also. So, thank you. Jai Hind.
Now the session is open for vote of thanks from Ms. Tashrifa from Department of Head of the Department of Chemistry at the College of Science and Technology. Ma'am, please.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening, all of you. We have just completed a pre-conference session as part of an international conference scheduled in our college for next month. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Mohamed Basheer, sir, Principal, Amal College, Nilambur, for inaugurating our session. And I also express a heartfelt thanks to Dr. Babu sir, Jamia, New Delhi, for delivering an informative session on the topic of writing and research paper and article. And also thank you to Ali Jafar sir for your special remarks, and also express my sincere thanks to an organizing committee of this national level workshop, and also everyone who participate in this program. Thank you. Thank you all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Now the session is over. Thank you.